Kia ora Star Wars fans, welcome to Middle Aged Kiwi Man collecting Star Wars figures. In this video we're going to do a review of this guy, the Phase 1 Clone Trooper VC309. Awesome looking card back, awesome looking figure, let's check it out. Alrighty, here we are. This is VC309, the Phase 1 Clone Trooper from the Vintage Collection, Attack of the Clones. Now I did do a quick video of an overview of the waves, so if you haven't seen that, please go check it out. I'm only a little channel and your support is appreciated, but let's have a look at this card back, which is absolutely phenomenal. An awesome image there from the end of Attack of the Clones. Kind of the Coruscant sunset in the background, looks awesome. And you can see that figure is pretty much the Andor Phase 2 clone. Different helmet, in fact that's exactly what it is. And there's the back of it, VC309. That new style card back. And there you go, a little blurb about the character in 5 different languages. Anyway, really awesome card back. Fantastic. Now it wouldn't be a MAKMCSWF review video if I didn't do some comparisons. So first comparison, I'm comparing the Phase 1 Clone Trooper card back to the Clone Trooper Phase 2 armor card back from Andor. Much prefer the Attack of the Clones image, it's really striking. Love the orange. But look at these two in the bubble together. You can see virtually identical. It's just the helmets, that's the only difference. So yeah, nice little comparison there. Nice to have these both in the line. Next up, we're comparing the card backs from the brand new Phase 1 Clone Trooper and the VC45 Phase 1. I actually really like this card back as well. You can tell by the white name pill and by the back, which I'll show you in a second, that this is the reissue. Some people call this the skinny clone and they really don't like it. Tim from Boss Bounty, he hates this mold. That's all good, mate. VC45 repack, and again I'll just bring them a bit closer together and you can see the one on the left is much chunkier, looks a lot more like a person in armor, whereas the VC45 clone looks a lot more like a CGI model or a very skinny runner. Anyway, again, both awesome card backs to have in the line. Right, and there he is in the bubble, and I apologise to those who keep their cards pristine. I will keep that card, but I'm pretty rubbish at getting the bubbles off. Here is the figure in the bubble. And let's just get him out and get him posed up and have a look. Quick look at the weapons. No paint details to write home about, unlike some of the previous versions of these. And yeah, very bendy plastic, which is unfortunate. Right, and there he is with the DC-15 rifle. Also comes with the DC-15 carbine. And one of the interesting things, and I've actually seen Forces with Jesse's review, which is a really good one, the helmet doesn't fit on the bestest. So you can see that? You can tip the helmet back and see his face underneath, which I think is a bit weird, but you can muck around with the head and get it to look pretty good. Because it is a removable helmet, it's a bit chunkier I think than it could be, but it still looks awesome. The paint job's awesome. It's got the little red light at the back which it needs, got all the paint apps. The rest of the body is exactly the same as the Phase 2 clone from Andor. Face is the same, really good articulation, all the ball and socket joints that you need. That soft bit of armor at the top, so he can rotate his arm all around and it just kind of moves out the way, which is cool. Have a look. Bit of an ab crunch at the armor, which is cool, instead of in the middle of a t-shirt, which looks dumb. These barbell style hips, double barbell on the head, although you can't get too much range of movement in the head, but that's all good. Knee joints are amazing, rocker ankles, so it's a fantastic figure. But once again, just like the Phase 2 clone, I would much prefer to have a solid head rather than a swappable helmet. And let's just compare him with a couple other Phase 1 clones. Okay, so here are some other clones. First off, we'll actually just have a look at the comparison. This is the Andor one, so it's exactly the same. I would say that the Phase 1 armor is slightly whiter, which is awesome. It should be whiter. And I think maybe this one is just a bit duller because it's from the Andor show. So I'm actually quite stoked about that. Oh, the stand's just fallen off. And you can see the Phase 2 helmet sits better on the head than the Phase 1. But that's no big deal. They still look awesome. He's going to fall over now, isn't he? Because he's used to being on a stand. Don't fall over, man. Egg. Anyway, and here is the Phase 1 Clone Trooper, the first sort of super articulated one that we got in about 2003, and he's a chunky boy as well. So side by side, have a look at the helmets, and you can see the one on the right is definitely narrower, and I think that's because of the removable helmet, because that one is not removable. But the details on the newer one look better, and obviously the overall articulation are better on the new one. And then we'll bring in Tim's favourite, VC45, the skinny clone. You can see the legs. The legs is where it's really skinny. Also the arms, I guess, and the torso. And that helmet's actually pretty good. I think that's probably the best helmet, to be honest. Yeah, so this one's just a bit more flared out because he's got a slightly wider head. That Temuera Morrison head is definitely a much better likeness, but it's also wider. You can see this guy's got a skinnier head, and so the helmet fits on better. But anyway, that is my summary of the clone. I think it's awesome, really stoked to have it. Here's some VC45 clones. We've got a mixture of the older clones and newer clones here. Some battle droids. And some more clones here. Again, a mixture. And I think for now, you can just go there and he looks absolutely fine between those guys. So no issues at all. And yeah, I'm going to be continuing to build up my Phase 1 clone armies. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I'm middle-aged Kiwi man collecting Star Wars figures. Ka kite, and I'll see you on another video.